guys, Stefan here, Weekend Warrior Shop. Today a little video about feeding issues with your T15. The next video in our series about T15 issues and how to fix them. Let's have a look at this. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, let's have a look at the T15 and the V2 Max, the V2 Max over here. First of all, my advice for you is give your magazines numbers. So then when you have an issue with the magazine, you see, okay, good, it's number 8 and this is making problems. Put it by side, and after the game day, you check the magazine. This is really important so you know which magazines are making problems. There can be different things which are making the problem, so check the magazines and that will help you much. First of all, cleaning the mag correctly, that's the first part, and we will do it on this way. This one. Now we can open it up, and yeah, it has to be clean on the complete way of the paint and the first strikes. That is important on both sides. So cleaning this is the first step I think you have to do so that your magazine will work correctly. Second thing is understand how the magazine works. I'm pulling this guy down and the gate opens. So this one has to sit fixed in the T15, that is pressed down, and the gate is open. Otherwise, the first strikes will flip outside if the gate isn't correctly open, you understand? Second thing, the guy on the back, he's losing the spring. So if I'm, oh, not crushing my spring, if I'm putting this one, he's losing the spring, and there's also pressure on the paintballs or first strikes. So he has to be pressed down also, and he has also pressed down all the time in the T15, so that there's always pressure on the first strikes or paintballs. That are the two things that are important for the magazine and for the working of the T15. How can I guarantee that this will work? Easy way. We're putting it back together. Said easy way. Stupid. No. Oh. That's more a private magazine. Don't crush it. Yeah, over here, and then we put this one over here. The first thing is that this thing is fitting really tight on the magazine. Pull this one down like you see it in other videos. That's important. Put these things together, and that's really strong on your magazine. Then this won't jiggle on your magazine, and when it won't jiggle, that's the first step that your magazine works correctly. But why? On this point, your mag wheel and your mag release button is holding your magazine in your T15. As we look over here, we see this little guy. I push and he goes outside, and the one is holding the magazine, I push, it comes out. So if this one is straight on the magazine and it's, by the way, jiggling in the mag wheel, please check the mag release. Maybe you need to work a bit on them so that the mag is straight in your T15. That's the first step, or the first steps for a good working, a good feeding T15. Next one, when you have a new T15 or new magazines and you are playing paintballs, then the guys always have problems with double feeds and something like this. And how does this come? The springs are in the first part, if you buy new V2 magazines, the springs are really, really hard. They are really powerful. That says that if you have paint, they are pulling the paint through your ball detents, and you have double feeds and more feeds like this, and that could come to problems. This is always a problem with small paintballs. If you have paintballs which are using 684, 682, 681, 679, like Pro-Shop paintballs, you will have these problems with new magazines. Fix for this is pulling the spring back completely, and then laying your magazine down for 1 day and 1 night, and then the pressure goes away from the spring a bit. And yeah, don't do it too long because you are crushing your spring with this. And after that, you can use your spring normal. Your magazine, I think. Next one, what's also important, if you have problems with first strikes, sometimes you can check your T15, you can check your magazines, and you won't find the issue. There were times when first strike had little noses on the first strike rounds. So check these out. If you have little noses on this, cut them off, then you won't have problems anymore. Another thing that we learned in our years of playing MagFed paintball is not screwing up the whole magazine, always screwing up a bit, put 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 first strikes inside, screw up again, next 3 to 5 first strikes, and so on and so on. Not putting them in the completely empty magazine, and they may be struggling when they're getting together and they're getting pressure. So that is also a nice advice for this one. Yeah, and I think that are the parts that you have to check. Also important, numbering your magazines, as I told before, that you know, okay, good, this magazine makes problems. Then check these, first clean it up, that's the first one. Check these, maybe then check the first strikes, check your barrel adapter or your barrel, if there are some issues that the first strikes, as you see here, it's like this, and they have to go inside like this. And when there's something on this part or on this part that won't work, they will flip also. That you can also check, but cleaning up, and this little iron guy on top of the V2 magazines are the most important things. Understand how this works, maybe put some tape on this so that the gate opens wider. Checking the mag well, that will help you a lot. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I can help you. If you have any questions, put it in the comments down below. If you have any ideas for new videos, put it also in the comments down below. And have a nice week, and goodbye.